nice. We are live? Nice. So, very nice evening, everyone. We are here on Talkeando Podcast. My name is Thales, and together with my pupilinho.
How's it going, man?
Yeah, I do. How's it going, dude?
It's all good. How about you?
I'm good.
Great.
Good to see you again. And
Good to
here,
see you.
we in the episode 116 of Talkeando Podcast. We are receiving my brother, Gavin Gallagher.
Hello.
How's it going, dude?
All good, dude. All good.
Yeah, it's an honor to have you here, man.
Thank
you
you.
for accepting our invitation.
Well, thanks for the invitation in the first place.
Yeah, you are the fourth English speaker guest here,
Nice.
so it's an honor.
Yes. I'm glad it's under 5, so I'm not like short list. You know?
Yeah, the top five.
The short, long list. Hopefully.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be. Yeah, we are here. I think the consistent is the surname of Talkeando, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are getting closer to achieve 2 years.
Okay. That's
since we
2
started.
years.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a lot of guests.
The kid's getting older.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. So
And
before
the hair is getting curlier.
yeah, but I cut sometimes already.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be bigger. No, must be big. No, have to be bigger.
You wouldn't have any headphones left if you kept going.
Yeah, no. Almost, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, if I let it grow, well, in a while you're gonna cover the headphones. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. No, but I'm gonna do dreadlocks before.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah. I did braids.
Braids.
Yeah, I use braids.
How's that?
It's like you
I
have a
know
piece
what
of your hair.
I know what it is, but like, how is it? Because it's so.
It's a bit heavy.
Yeah.
You know, in the beginning, it pulls a lot your hair, so it's kind of a painful on the first days, first week, I say, but it's get dirty because by the time, because you don't wash your hair like more often, you know.
It's a little bit less.
Yeah. But but before we start our conversation, I just need to spread our words and explain, like, for those who's coming for the first time here, Talkeando Podcast is a conversation, like it's a chat between 2, 3, or 4 people here. We have a conversation here to motivate yourself to get out of your comfort zone and think out of the box. Because why I say that? Because each people that came here, they did it. They changed their life, like moving out of their comfort zone. So consider subscribe and follow all of our social media profiles. So all of our @ is Talkeando Podcast. And if you have any message or questions to send to Gavin during this conversation, just send your message or question to our live chat on YouTube, or if you want to be on this chat, or participate of this conversation, just send a super chat with any value. So if you're gonna send us €1, €10, €100. So, and your message is gonna be read straight away when you send a super chat for us. If not, we're gonna read all of your messages by the end of this episode. And this episode is sponsored by D Black Specialty Coffee, specialty coffee straight from Minas Gerais, Brazil. And they are here with 2 classes, the classic one and the intense one. So to get your coffee, just go to www.dblack.ie and use our coupon Talkeando to get 10% off discount. Yeah, do you like coffee, man?
I love coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I like
D
coffee.
Black has a gift for you.
Oh,
Yeah. So here, a coffee for you.
deadly. Happy days.
Yeah. So specialty coffees from Brazil straight to our Irish home.
Deadly. I have a saying about the Brazilian people. These are just as crazy as the Irish.
Yeah. Let me introduce you.
Mm-hmm.
So our guest today is Gavin Gallagher. He's Irish. He born and raised in Dublin, and he's a DJ, promoter, and now he's producing music. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so all about music.
All about music. Yeah, about music and creativity is it's just my thing, you know.
That's cool. So thank you again. It's an honor to have you here. And you are part of our process to get big and in like you get better. And thank you for your patience to talk with me and with Pupilinho. Like we are not native speaker English, but we're doing all the effort to have a good conversation.
Of course.
So that's why we are very happy to have you here, man.
I appreciate you putting the effort into to actually, because I recognize that it's mostly Portuguese with the Brazilian people, and to come out of your comfort zone, to speak a different language in another country, far away from your home.
Yeah,
good.
And live streaming.
And live streaming.
I don't know how many people are gonna see this. I have no idea, but like now we are live streaming at the same time on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook
and Twitter.
And Twitch, not Twitter.
Sorry.
I think we can do a live stream on Twitter, but I think it's that much. It's too much already.
I genuinely don't know that many people that use Twitter.
That's no reason to do it.
I still use Twitter.
Yeah?
Yeah, since I think 2012.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time ago now.
Yeah, like I remember when I had one of my phones. Do you remember Nextel? Yeah. It's like a radio phone, but this at that time Twitter accept to post to tweet by CMS. CMS messages.
Yeah.
And I remember I have free CMS messages, so I used to have Twitter on that time. And talking shit on Twitter since like most 10 years. Damn.
Yeah. It's like he's up there with Donald Trump now.
Yeah, he was kicked out, isn't he?
Yeah.
Damn. I think he was the first like
president
to be kicked off.
He's a crazy dude.
Oh, what's the biggest social media here in Ireland?
What's the biggest one?
Yeah, the most used.
Oh, I'd say between Instagram and TikTok now.
Okay.
Since TikTok's had to come on the same, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't be on it too much myself.
Yeah.
Just to be busy, but like, it's
I
definitely
have I have an account on TikTok and another one for the Talkeando, but I just use more the Talkeando ones.
Yeah. But like the way you're doing the shorts on YouTube would be just double post everything.
Yeah, I just post the shorts. I actually don't have patience for social media. Actually, I try to get more time out of them, you know, because if you see your phone now, I think
you get so distracted so quickly. Like you literally, like I don't get a lot done because of a phone. Like whenever I don't have the phone, I get a little bit more done.
What happened?
So I was using my phone. It was good. It was like healthy, cool, nothing wrong with it. And then I just plugged it in one of the mornings and it just would not. Like I think it's something to do with the port or something, but there's just no power, zero, not even a vibration or nothing. Like
it happens in my birthday.
R.I.P. cell phone.
Oh yeah. I had an iPhone 7 on 3 years ago. Yeah. When and the day on my birthday, they just like disappear. Not disappear, but it goes black in the morning. and the whole day I had no phone.
Oh no! On your birthday?
Yeah, on
you
my
couldn't
birthday.
Even post anything in there.
Yeah, and I was with I was in there and I went to the Zico's.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't a Monday. Yeah, it wasn't a Monday. I went to the Zico's, and the security guard saw me smoking suspect cigarette. You know, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And he kicked me out of the the Zico's on my birthday.
On your birthday.
In my birthday.
Come on, man! I don't even have a phone.
And I couldn't tell my friends I was kicked out because my phone was like broke.
Yeah.
And then I was walking back home. I walked back home, and then my phone went back, and I got home.
Oh, went back to normal?
Yeah. Back to normal. Like I just tried to turn it on and it worked.
You probably just forgot to press the power button to turn it on.
Damn, that birthday was shit.
What age were you?
Shit happens, bro.
3. When I turned 30. When I turned 30.
Oh, 30?
Yeah.
Ah, so only a little while ago.
Yeah. Now next month I'm gonna turn 34.
Oh, all right.
So 40 years ago.
It's okay. The curly hair like gets rid of all the grays.
Yeah, I know, but I'm having gray hair like since I was 18.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There's some people
Too
like
much
that.
stress.
My eldest brother would be like that. He'd like if he grew a beard out or whatever, I'd have to get some dye and like put it in his hair. just
how old are you?
Me, 26.
Oh yeah. I can say you look. I'm sorry for that, but you look older.
Yeah, everybody says.
Yeah, like too many times on in the night, like playing. Wow. When did you start?
4 years ago. It's going on 5 years.
Not that long.
No, it's not too long actually. No. Like I've always wanted to do it. Like I've been a part of like the scene in Dublin for about 6 years or something. Starting off with promotions actually, but then obviously it comes as experience as you get older. But I didn't actually want to start playing live until I felt like I was ready.
Okay.
For like people, because I was like at home and like there's jamming at home and like that's fun. That's like, but when I even noticed when I started was I wasn't concentrating on what's up.
Okay.
Because normally if I have my decks, it's at a wall or something or at the table or whatever, and I'm like concentrating. I like to do some technical moves or whatever. And I'm trying to like try some new spins or just have fun. But I wasn't looking up. I wasn't like showing the crowd and what I could actually do. I was just playing and I was kind of like nervous and stuff, like, you know. And but it started when I was in Dublin City, and a couple of guys that I know actually inspired me to go out and buy the equipment and to actually get it started.
So you bought the equipment before you actually start playing?
No. I bought that. It was kind of a laid up, so I was just using my laptop and a mouse and virtual DJ. Wow. So it's literally just that. Like it didn't even have a controller. It was just the music.
Okay, but you can do a lot of stuff with virtual DJ.
Yeah.
I used to dance zouk. I don't know if you know, like it's kind of a Caribbean Brazilian dance. And a friend of mine, he gave me one class of DJing, and he taught me everything on the virtual DJ use.
Yeah, it's such a handy. It's such a handy little tool just first beginning because it has the basic information. And that's all you need, really.
Yeah, I had difficult to get the time to press the space to start the other song on time. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do something
practice
if you want. Just for practice, just to get into.
Even now, I'd be able to jump on and be like, "Yeah, I can DJ, no problem." Because when you get to know where the buttons and what the buttons do, well, then and like the different knobs and sounds and stuff. When you get that, like it's all the same like format. Kind of like, what's the word? I'm the one that can't speak the English now.
So try Portuguese. So.
Oh, no. Not even gonna. This is a Talkeando.
Yeah.
That is it. It is Portuguese, isn't it?
It's the mix of between with Portuguese and English. Like Talkeando means talking.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, so just talking.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Because if you were in Portuguese would mean falando.
Yeah. Oh, falando. Okay.
Falando is talking.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, so you're taking. Okay, I get you. Yeah.
Talkeando. With
That's
mix.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool little abbreviation. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
abbreviation.
See, I even need to think about what I'm trying to say.
When you start like playing, did you know already or like the type of electronic music you would be?
Yeah, like I love house music. Like house music is just to my soul. Like I mean, like you can between house and tech house. I've just always listened to it. Now, don't get me wrong. I listen to just music. I love it all. But when I was starting, I just like, okay, the house little beats is like nice and chill. It's not too heavy on the bass or the melodies or whatever. It's not in your face. It's chill. You can sit down and eat some pizza to it, or you can get up and have a dance. But then when I was playing at home, it was more like a house, tech house. But I was never going to have this prepared set. I always just
go and play.
Yeah, just go and play. Like I see a lot of artists sitting for hours and hours, and they're putting the thing into the playlist. Now I understand why they do it, because they want to set a good frequency in the room or whatever, or build it up in a different progression style. But I just love to just get 50 tracks or 20 tracks and just play them. Don't even listen. Just get them.
Yeah.
Maybe listen to the first drum beat of them. I don't know, like within the first 30 seconds if I like a song. Less.
Yeah.
If I like a song.
Yeah, I've been talking with many DJs here, and I know that all the DJs want to try to tell a story
Mhm.
with the music. Do you have this? Do you have the same?
Well, yeah, of course. It depends on what type of a night it is too.
Okay.
Like if it's like a house night, or if it's a progressive night where it starts with house and ends with psytrance.
Wow.
You're not just gonna go go in crazy, like, you know. So you wanna, depends on. But me personally, I do like to tell a little story. Of course, like a start, a middle, and an end, or whatever. You know, progressively go from like something soft to like get the people just having a little groove, all the way up to like let's just go crazy. Let's just go crazy and just like, you know, let the kind of the beast mode inside.
Okay, yeah, but do you think like the market here in actually or in Ireland like, is good for DJs, like for any areas?
To get started,
Yeah, to get
it's
started.
not easy. There's a lot of DJs.
Even those for you guys.
Yeah,
Irish
yeah.
lads.
Even for me, like it was quite tough for me to start. It's more networking. You need to talk to people. 100%. It's a lot of networking.
Even if you're good or not.
Yeah. There's like, I know a lot of people, a lot of good DJs out there. They don't get gigs. They don't get recognized because it's who you know.
Okay.
It's not what you know. In a sense, it's like if I knew someone that was working in Facebook in a high whatever job, and even if I didn't have the qualifications, I could more than likely get the job if I know the person. Like, I'll put a good word in for you, kind of thing. But on the other side of things, like when they do, I've noticed I've only been gigging since February, but I've gone to a lot of parties since.
Okay.
Just to go and show me support and in a business style, you know, and to grow my own brand too. But I've seen some techno DJs coming from just, I've seen their first gig and now seen their name over and over and over and over. So it's obviously, it's once you get the ball rolling, well then you can just run with it if you get the right audience.
Okay.
I think it's about who wants to listen as well. You know, when you get your little fan base as such, or your supporters, well then when the words are going from one person to 5 people to 15 people, and then you have 15 people, then you can automatically go. Especially on like if it was Instagram,
Okay.
you're not just talking to one person. You're talking to, if they reshare your story, you're talking to 1,000 people, 15, whatever their follow base is as well. So it's a lot of networking. It's a lot of word to mouth to mouth, and then through Instagram and
but
social media really helps us.
There are 2 points that you just said. Like one was because in my head, like for example, a lot of people from Brazil when came to Ireland, they start enjoying more electronic music, like me.
Okay.
That's what happened. So that's why I feel like if like the main thing that we like enjoy here is electronic music, so that market for everyone. So it would be easy to get a gig or to get a place to play, you know. And
that also depends on if you're Brazilian or not.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of Brazilian DJs in Dublin.
I know.
A lot. Like, yeah.
A lot of good DJs.
Yeah, a lot of
There's
amazing.
another
amazing.
one here.
Yeah,
There's
there
another
he
one
is.
that just born.
He's only out of the sack.
Yeah, we're trying.
It's only out of this. Yeah, but and you said like, oh, you have to get your fan base, but I think in Ireland you guys don't use much social media like to spread to for business. I think it's changing from the past. I know since the pandemic maybe.
Yeah.
But
since the people, because when the pandemic not stopped because it's still kind of lingering and such, but when the restrictions were lifted for nightclubs, everybody flocked to the nightclubs like there was no tomorrow because they've been waiting like 2 years, you know. So I think that was one of the keys to kind of open people's networks up, because once they have this, you're not going to be just talking to people through a message anymore. It's you're going to be back talking to the people, and you know, and then there's that access to all the people that you can't or haven't connected with online yet. So yeah, there's a good wide range of actually person to person speaking, which I technically, not technically, personally prefer.
So you technically.
Technically, yeah.
But do you feel so many different from before the pandemic and nowadays? And at
There was a lot more live streams in the pandemic.
yeah, I know,
I
but
missed the live streams.
I'm talking about the gigs. Oh, you missed the live
Yeah.
streams. Why?
They were fun. They were. It was kind of forcing people to be creative, in a sense. You know, they have to use their, because people wanted to still play.
Okay.
I wasn't doing so much in the pandemic when it comes to like, I was practicing and I was trying to do more live streams and stuff. But seeing like the fact that you couldn't go out and get a gig was all people wanted to do was be creative. A lot of people started as well because they had all of this spare time, so it gave them time to focus and kind of forced them to be creative, which is, yes, it was sad that the pandemic's the pandemic. You can't change that, but there was a lot of positive aspects, and
Oh yeah, I
you know, look what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
You know,
it started on the pandemic. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like, what happened if the pandemic was not? You just be like doing your job on a day to day or whatever you were doing before the March 2020. Like, you know. But I think there's a lot of things to come positively come out with.
So what happened positively for you during the pandemic? Like what?
I got
what
I got lots of time to practice for my DJing.
Wow.
Yeah, I got lots of practice, like to do more technical stuff and to understand it rather than going out and obviously just going out and getting experience and being beside other DJs. But if you didn't have that, I was like kind of studying, you know, doing a lot of study, like watching a lot of YouTube, watching, you know, getting all that information and then making my own version of that information going forward.
Yeah, I think I have a difficulty that I had was like I study a lot, but the thing was there was a time that we didn't know when it's gonna end, and it was like lost, you know, like for how long I gonna study or when I gonna start.
You didn't know any estimates.
Yeah, practicing what I'm studying, you know, like was kind of weird.
What kind of things are you studying?
Plants, like grow plants, new plants, because I love plants.
Legal plants, I hope.
No, legal plants. Music, playing guitar. Yeah, playing guitar, play more instruments. Other thing that I learned.
How to create a podcast.
Yeah, how to create a podcast.
That's cool.
And learn more about myself.
Yourself, yeah.
Like,
I think that's the most important one, isn't
yeah.
it? Because like to go inside, like as I was growing up, like I had kind of like a broken home situation going on, and because of whatever traumas that I went through, I kind of put this block, just literally like a physical concrete wall in between me and my emotions.
Yeah.
And up until about 3 years ago, everything was blank. In school, blank. In friends, blank. Just trying to think or feel something was blank. And I think, like when people were forced to do the podcast, people were obviously forced to go inside and like kind of be with the kid inside or whatever people want to think about it. And for that, actually opened my emotions personally. Like to be able to feel actual happy or actual sad or angry or whatever, like. And I think I'm like my parents passed away 8 years ago, but when I actually think about that now, I'm like, I can feel the emotion that is attached to the memory rather than just going, oh well, that was cool or that was sad or that was, I can feel it now, like. So it's a nice thing. Yeah, that positively came out of the pandemic, of course.
Yeah, I think we cannot avoid the feelings.
Oh.
Even though if it's good or not.
Yeah.
Like I there was a time in my life I put a wall on my feelings as well, like trying to protect myself. But then all the memories came like stronger, you know.
Because I think the more that you try and block it, it's still building.
Yeah.
So
it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. So when you feel it, it's like having a dam. A dam of emotions. You can or what was it again? It's what you were talking about. The doors are like open aqueduct.
The aqueduct.
Like the aqueduct. It's like, well, the feelings, the actual emotion part of it, it's kind of like, okay, open it up a little bit, let it go. And then when you close it up, it's filling back up.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So if you release it, and let's say crying, release that you're releasing you're jumping for joy. Or
yeah, I think I start being like relieved when I turn the button on off the fuck off. The fuck off button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we say in Brazil. Like, you have to, sometimes no, but most of the time you have to press your fuck off button.
No fucks given.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
Yeah, but not about everything, but about some, how can I say, I forgot the name in English, but vaidade, you know. No.
Hard one, man.
Yeah, I forgot. Anyway, but what was talking?
That thing that's not important.
Yeah, the thing that is not important. Yeah, and then we realize like the most important thing is ourselves, and then we have to face our feelings anyway. But but what makes you like change your mind to and start watching yourself like?
There was a lot of self-reflection. So, like, when you're looking out into the world and you see someone being an asshole or whatever emotion they're showing, it's like what you're kind of looking at is kind of what's going on inside too. So, an ex-friend of mine noticed this. We were on an acid trip sometime, and she was looking at everybody, and everybody had their bubble of like their personality, their memories, their feelings, whatever, But because of this, the topic that I was talking about before with the wall, I didn't have one. So now when you're looking at a table and there's a frame on the table, but you have your coffee, you have your cup, you have your water, you have your sound mixer. I didn't have any of that. They're all your memories. I was just a table. So then when I kind of went inside and kind of starting to understand my own mind and kind of keeping this positive aspect going and going a little bit deeper and trying to understand myself and release the stuff from the past, then I'm going to put my coffee cup up. I'm going to put my coffee up and I'm going to like build that personality just pretty much from scratch, from nothing. So it was kind of inspirational because I do love to be positive. I've always seen the better outside of things. Yeah. Rather than going, I have to go to work today. I'm like, let's go to work. Yeah. I have to do it, but let's have fun while doing it, you know? So yeah, I like the fact that I was kind of like self-reflecting throughout that time. And I still do it today.
Really?
Yeah. I started doing I try to get into meditation and the likes of it. Good few years ago, when I realized all about the law of attraction and all this good stuff, it was like when I clicked with my mind. And then I don't do it as much now with the meditational side of things. It's just busy lifetime. Working and I used to be really tired. Like,
yeah, you said you start producing.
Yeah.
So that's what you've been busy a lot producing.
I've been starting. I did a little bit before. I made like a little remix on my SoundCloud, but I'm not sure if I was happy with it because I know I have a kind of like a sound that I want to go for, but now I'm going from more away from the house into the techno side of things. Okay, I just like the.
But have you been like perfectionist now as you're a producer?
I'm a Virgo, so I'm perfectionist by law, by biological law. I like to get down to the. I think that's where a lot of the time consuming and stuff comes in because I'm like, Grant, there's a layer of a song, there's your hi hats, there's your this, and then I'll get into this like one little speck over in the corner. And I'll like concentrate on that for like 2 hours. Where by the end I'm just gonna change it. So I'm like, not wasting because I'm learning while I'm doing it, but I'm like, I'm not using so much time on this little tiny little speck where like it's kind of like you need to kind of take that step back and then again see the bigger picture.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a process then.
Yeah. But I always have the question, the question like, I know it's not easy to produce a song, of course.
It's a big, massive learning curve.
Yeah. But the more you put songs out, I think the more you can see points that you can make it better in the next one.
Yeah.
I learned from the latest episode with the Eric Jordan. He's a tattoo.
Oh, nice.
How do you say tattoo worker?
Tattoo artist.
Tattoo artist. Yeah. He say like his best tattoo is the next one.
Oh, I like that.
That's a good like way to think.
That should be a tattoo.
Yeah, because you don't need to be perfectionist in the one you're doing, like take too long,
Yeah.
Sometimes like you're good to put like a time, I end time to finish something, and you have to get it done.
Yeah,
to have it
like
done.
a deadline.
Yeah, a deadline. I mean, and the next one you're gonna make better, and it's like there's always the other day.
Yeah. There's always tomorrow. Except when you have a deadline and it needs to be done today. You don't have tomorrow anymore then.
No, but how's the process for you now to produce a song?
I think most of it, I sit down and I'll write like it's like little blocks.
Okay.
And I'll be like, right, grand, so I can get the drums here, and then you can get the melody here, and the leads and stuff, But I'm kind of like, when it comes to music theory, I'm still like learning. So everything's actually a learning process. But it's sit down and I kind of like try to plan it a little bit. And then I'm starting. And then obviously go through like different sounds and see what like, oh, okay, so that can maybe go there and then that can maybe go there. But as I was saying, I'm still only very new to this. It's a whole world. It's
whole
like,
different world.
Yeah, it's like when you guys are starting the podcast. It's
Sorry?
Like when you guys are starting the podcast, it's like, it's not like, oh yeah, let's go on and let's get loads of microphones and it's kind of like bit by bit.
Yeah, I try to get the minimal way to do the thing. Like my requirement was like 3 cameras and 2 microphones.
Okay.
But had to be 3 cameras.
Yeah.
One for me, one for you, and one for us.
Okay. One for us. Yeah.
That's the, how can I say, the pattern. I think that's the format. Yeah. That's the format. Like 1 table, TV on the background, 2 microphones. All depends off the gas, how many gas we have, and 3 cameras.
Nice.
No less than that.
That's right. Yeah. It's minimal.
Yeah. And the minimal was like the cameras was iPhones, 3 iPhones.
Oh, started just a phone. Oh, okay.
I started with 3 iPhones, and the computer was the MacBook of my work.
Yeah.
The mixer was
Did your work ever find out you're using their computer?
No, they know. They know. My manager knows.
That's alright.
Yeah, like I'm a good person.
Because that stuff is admin locked and all like that.
No.
They can see what you're doing.
I was afraid of it. Like to get the computer blocked. Like you cannot.
Yeah, they lock that stuff up. Like put it in prison for a little bit.
I'm not doing anything bad.
No,
like actually, I'm kind of it's a service for the community. What I'm doing, I believe. Like, I think
definitely, I love that community spirit because you're growing something from nothing. Before Talkeando, there was no Talkeando.
Yeah,
there wasn't any like local people coming up and having a chat like me.
Yeah.
Like, this is my first podcast, but I wouldn't have been on a podcast for maybe 2 more years, 3 more years before doing any of that kind of things, So to see that community, I'm all about that community spirit. Like that's why another reason why I started DJing is because I'm looking at DJs in Dublin and they're bringing all these random people together and they're having the best time. Like even talking about, I can feel it running through my veins, like, and just know doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what your background is. Good, bad person. Obviously, whatever.
But that's the music.
It's the music that's bringing the people together. To go, it's not even about the drinking. It's not. Yeah, it's the social side of things and making new friends and talking to old ones and reconnecting with other people and having a dance. And it's such a crazy thing. Like it's such a crazy thing. Even talking about it, it's easy, but it's hard to describe. You know.
And you drive those people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
You get to be in the.
You're responsible to make them happy.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I feel good about it. When I do be like listening back to some of my mixes or to some videos or whatever, and I'm like, I just get this nice little rush, you know. As I did a little headline gig in I didn't headline, but I did my first one on a big stage in the Soundhouse, where that was maybe 2 months ago with Crucible Dublin. Shout out Crucible.
Sure. Hey man, nice.
Crucible is
what's the crack?
Crucible Dublin is
I think I can do this.
Yeah, no, this one, yeah.
This one,
yeah,
I can't.
That just means fuck you.
Oh yeah, I can't do this. Sorry, my Irish friends. Has to be this one.
But I'm a part of two different collectives. One is Crucible. They're more like a harder style. Like if you have energy, you go to a Crucible gig, you know. But then my other residency is House Flow. House Flow. Yeah, me and myself, Paddy Moyson. We came together. We were like, come on, let's do this little thing. Let's get some DJs together and make our own night. Because trying to get booked in Dublin, it's not easy. You need to know people or whatever, you know. So we were like, let's us do the booking. Let's us get a little venue and have some people come down and have some fun.
I think you had, but there is just a few venues like available here that we can get. That you can make a good party. And all of
not even a good one. Any party. Will do it. I don't even want a good one anymore. Just let us have a party, like, you know.
Yeah, like some pubs, they are putting down.
They hate us. The whole scene, like.
Yeah, but they are putting down a lot of like some pubs to put up some hotels and stuff.
Like the fibbers, the community part of the beer garden. That's the like what? Like go away, you your corporate shit. It's just money. It's a monopoly game that we're in, and it's very sad because there's a lot of. Even not just the mainstream stuff, but all the little Irish bars, like down the country or in Dublin or wherever, and they're all getting knocked down or refurbished into a shopping mall or a hotel. Do we not have enough of this? What happened to the art?
Yeah.
What happened to the culture? What happened to people having fun instead of turning into this robot society?
Like changing pubs to hotels. Like I think it destroys the identity. You but some hotels has some very good spots.
Oh too, the function rooms to be really nice.
So
and you get food in the package.
Really?
Most functions, if you rent out a function, you have like 250 people to give you like all the balloons and the food and all that discount. There's a lot of that.
Oh yeah, I went to some parties in hotels here.
We're gonna have to start doing parties in hotels. Just bring 400, 500 ravers into a hotel. Do you think they'd be happy?
No, you're gonna have a big problem. People are gonna get into the rooms of the other guys.
No, it would be confined into a room, but like a big room.
I know.
Just one big room with a load of ravers in it. It'd be so fun.
I think the promoter gonna receive a lot of calls like to the Garda to put down the party. Like
I actually had this conversation with someone before. It was like, what do you reckon? We just like rent a hotel because there's not many places anymore to actually have a comfortable party without having like mad restrictions of the security and the whole. I respect that part of it, but just to go and enjoy yourself, there's not many places anymore So I was like, yeah, what you thinking? Well, we just rent out a hotel for the night.
But you can do this, yeah.
Yeah, you good?
It's strange because if you travel like
And
to
just
take a
class that as a
plan,
business meeting.
what?
Class that the retreat to the hotel as a business meeting.
Yeah. But it's strange because you see you have a lot of restrictions here in Ireland. But if you take a plane like 1 hour and go to another country, you can do like whatever you want to do.
All right.
For example, no, it's like I'm being like exaggerating,
Okay.
But for example, I went to Belgium and there is the big square there, and I saw a lot of people sitting on the floor, drinking the beers, like
Oh, just on the street, like.
yeah.
Okay.
And here we have a lot of
And if we do that in Ireland, we're called junkies.
but they're junkies anyway.
Yeah, of course.
I think in every like, how can I say, advanced society, we have the goods and the bads.
But how advanced is it? If
That's the point.
That's the point.
how advanced is it? It's not too advanced if we're just
It depends on
we're
you call it advanced.
neglecting this people.
Yeah.
You know, especially Jesus, the amount of like homeless people in Dublin now is like, well, I think it's after gone over 10,000 there recently. Like it's a lot. No, I'm not saying everybody take drugs or any this prejudice or like blanket for one people or for all people. No, of course everybody has their different.
Yeah, but
things.
when I say like advanced society, I mean big cities, like
right,
as São Paulo,
first
Brazil.
world.
Yeah. You know, because I think it only that in those big cities we have this kind of those situations, like a lot of people using strong drugs. I'm not talking about not even illegal drugs, but like the drugs.
Half of the pharmaceutical drugs should be illegal.
And so yeah, and you have like the consequences of that, like that I think that how can I say the mixture of energies, of feelings. In big city, we have that different from the country,
Diversity.
Yeah, diversity.
Diverse, okay, yeah.
But on the other hand, if you go to the country, you feel like annoyed because you don't have much to do.
Okay, yeah.
And
It's like a lot of people are the same.
Yeah.
And they're just like, okay, I just go to work and just go to coffee. But like when you have more diverse, like even it's the same in like the music industry. There's so much diversity. It's amazing to see, like, especially for Dublin. Well, Ireland, I'll say, because yes, we're a small country, but we're a big people. Even with but then even with all of the other different nationalities coming through, like it makes that small space feel so vast.
Yes.
Like I haven't left Ireland yet, and it feels
Never.
like no, I haven't like gone on an airplane or anything yet. But
Really?
yeah, it's really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why? Never feel like to travel.
The opportunity hasn't arisen, yeah, I suppose.
But you mean to live in another country or just to
No, just to travel.
You never travel out?
Not yet, no.
Wow, you're the first person I met here.
Ever?
That never travel.
Yeah.
But like in our age,
Yeah.
I saw some old folks that never because,
Because they're old.
Yeah, because
They weren't always old.
No. But I felt like, wow.
That one really hit you, didn't it?
You're really impressed.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know if he's impressed or the opposite. What's the
No,
opposite of impressed?
I'm kind of scared.
Look at him, he's shocked.
No, shocked. That's the word, because
He's like he has jet lag.
because I think with all the people I met here, like they have that traveling around experience,
Yeah.
the other
I've yet
view
to-
of other stuff.
I've yet to experience this. I'm really excited to do it. Yeah, but it's just another thing that is an obstacle. I suppose, like life has been pretty up and down, like a roller coaster. To be honest with you, so it's kind of like it's not even the time or anything. It's kind of the opportunity,
Okay.
I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the opportunity. Like I was in, you know what foster care is? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was in foster care when I was younger, and it was kind of like you're going from place to place in a way, like, you know. So it's stability and to stay in one place, like, you know. I think since living with my mum and dad back when I was like 11,
Wow. Still young, man.
yeah, that's when I went into the foster care system.
Mm-hmm.
But from then, I think I was living in the max. I was staying in the same place as 4 years.
Wow.
Other than that, it's been like 6 months, 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
year and a half, maybe. Depends, like, you know. Like the place that I'm staying in now is only 6 months, and then the one before that was longer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot of like being on people's sofas and in between houses, in between jobs.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bit of a roller coaster. So it's like trying to find time around that
Okay.
to try and leave the country.
No, yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's explain a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's like, I think my permanent home, what has been for the past couple of years now, is music.
Okay.
Music has really like got all of these kind of like a lot. I'd say a lot of people can agree on this. It's like all your little problems in the world. It brings it like kind of into one place so you can like think about it or process it, and then let it out through dancing or through grooving. Like I could literally. I'm always doing this, even if I don't have music on. I'm gonna like I was listening to something.
Me too.
I could sit here, talk, listen to music, and I'll be dancing.
Like,
or I can be at the bus stop, or I can be on the train, or I can go for my groceries, or whatever. And I'm just like, you know. So that's like home. That feeling, like, you know, when you get to come home, you take your work clothes off, you jump in for your shower, and you just relax. That feeling I get with music.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're producing that feeling because you're producing music.
I'm really
nice, man.
I'm really excited to kind of show some people what I can do.
Do you already have a track ready?
Not yet. No.
Not yet.
No.
Cool.
When with the newer stuff, no. No. I'm only started like recently.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like figure out a type of sound, and then release maybe a preview of if I think that I can have a lot of potential.
Okay.
Then I'll do some sort of preview and I also I do graphic design as well, other than the music and the promotion. So that's actually started when I was doing the promotion stuff. It's like, oh, so that looks like where the logos and stuff like that. I started doing all that kind of stuff and like building flyers.
Yes.
So that was like 5 years ago or something. And started doing that when I was with collective doing promotion and doing some repping. And that was really something that I was always interested in. Like I wanted to do like graphics courses with college and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just never got around to it. And then I started doing this and I was like, okay, this can be really good.
Yeah.
Because you can go from that to marketing to...
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Because you start learning on the practice the other parts of a company or a business, you know. And it's good though.
Yeah.
Because you learn like on hands. How can I say like?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I think
learning in the moment.
Yeah. Or learning in the moment. Sometimes like learn the theory before is kind of boring.
Yeah. I never really did well with skill, to be honest.
But this way, like learning in the moment, I think you find yourself in an area much faster and better. Like, because you try, you know.
Do you know what I find it really weird?
What?
Sitting down and talking about myself.
Really?
It's like the whole self-reflection thing. 'Cause you're like, oh shit, what do I do again? Who am I?
Yeah, but that's why I say you talk everything you want to talk, and you don't talk about anything.
I respect that. That's cool. It's like an open format.
Yeah. Like I think I don't need to go into a like. I put you in a corner like and ask you like weird stuff that doesn't matter for anyone. You know?
Yeah.
Just good thing. Just good vibes. You know.
Good vibes only. Yeah.
Good vibes.
That's actually what I have on my.
No pressure.
I saw that.
Just
no pressure.
For free.
Yeah.
For free. Yeah. But I actually have it on my Instagram. It's like good vibes.
Good vibes only.
Yeah. But one of these. Not one of these.
Yeah. This. Yes.
Don't worry, I'm not telling everybody go fuck off. Like,
But nowadays, man, after you face a lot of stuff in your life, what makes you like keep going? You know?
so 6 years ago, I had an appendix taken out, and it actually wasn't a good one. It was painful as fuck, like, you know. But through this, I had to keep them positive mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So I made this thing up when I was listening to a song or whatever it was. But my mind is like, today is the most perfect day in the world, and yes, I love it. I had it in a rhythm with a song or whatever, and just from then it stuck to my head. I have it on my iPad, and it was like the lock screen and the whole lot, you know. And from then, I've just been this like positive guru or something. Like, I always just want to spread it wherever I go, and you know that it's okay to not be okay, to reach out to your friends or whatever. But when it's like more personal, obviously friends are your friends, and who you confide in, that's cool, like, you know. But obviously to keep the faith. No matter what you're going through in life, just keep the faith. Because the storm, like yesterday in Dublin, there was thunder, lightning everywhere. It was every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was
It's
down.
scary,
I
man.
live down in Dunleary. I'm hearing the first part of this. I was like, I'm in my house, and the fucking roof shaking, like, you know. But the storm, it's gone now.
Yeah.
That's 20, more than 24 hours ago. But it doesn't last too long. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Like, I've gone through some stuff lately that I've kind of like lost myself even. But it doesn't last as long as you think. But you will always learn.
Yeah.
You'll always learn.
Yeah.
You know, you could be going through, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do people go through on a daily basis?
There is a phrase that I heard from Conor McGregor when he lost a fight against.
I don't think that man loses any fight.
Yeah. For Floyd Mayweather. So after that fight.
Yeah, but that wasn't fair though. It wasn't on UFC terms.
Yeah, but it was boxing, man.
Yeah.
Just boxing, not UFC. But I think if it was MMA, Conor would smash
Anybody.
Yeah. But he said an interesting thing that I really like it. The reporter asking him like, "Oh, how do you feel after lose him?" And he said, "No, I never lost. Or I win or I learn." That was amazing phrase.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
That one rings a bell. That's it. That sounds amazing, because it doesn't matter what you do, you don't lose. Like, you can feel negative about it.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Yeah,
sit there and let it happen. But learn from it also.
Yeah. Yeah. Always depends the way you see the stuff. Like, you can see as a loss or a point that you identified other points that you can fix and make it better.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, if you're into writing or typing or whatever, you can kind of take, like when you're taking notes, you take down the key things, and then you can go back later and go, okay, well, I can take that one out, and I can actually add this little bit more in. It's a very similar thing when you're like kind of going through your life, I suppose. I can't remember exactly how this started, but like
that's how podcast works, man. We start in a subject, and then in the middle of stuff we're doing.
That was a good 5 minutes. Like, where did we go from here?
Man, let's do the break. Let's take a break to go to a bathroom. Yeah,
sure.
And we return in a couple seconds.
See you soon.
Yeah, with your questions and messages and more stories to say you. So be with us. We'll be back in a couple seconds. I promise it's gonna be seconds, not minutes. So in 3 we're gonna be mute, and this camera opened, right? 3. Ba ba do dak bidu dak ba do bak bak ba do. Yeah, do that do da da. Yeah. Another song from my teenage was the I don't care who you are. Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah.
Where you're from. What?
You have to dance.
You
As
still,
long as you I use what?
you still have that on your playlist, yeah.
Yes.
You had to think about that.
I haven't. Have I? I don't know. Remember, I had to check my Spotify.
So
Anyway,
what streaming services do you use?
YouTube and streaming, yeah, YouTube. But music, Spotify.
Okay.
I use just a few, the SoundCloud and YouTube music. But yeah, just to listen to music, just Spotify, actually. You good?
Yeah, I am now. I don't know, something's in my eye.
Okay.
I primarily use SoundCloud because you have
Yeah.
the more like the not known stuff. I prefer when it's like kind of away from the commercial side of things.
Yeah, so Spotify is the best place for.
Yeah. Oh, I use SoundCloud
Mm-hmm.
when I'm uploading some stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really use Spotify as much.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salute.
Salut. Saúde.
Salute. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a. I talk to too many people.
Do you have many Brazilian friends, isn't it?
Yeah, I have a good few. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them are DJs.
Wow.
A lot of them are DJs. Yeah.
Yeah, you always with Brazilians, like you. I think nowadays most of your friends are Brazilians.
Yeah, most of my friends are. Yeah, a lot of them are Brazilian.
love
Actually,
us.
yeah, I do. As I was saying earlier, it's just because I think that the Brazilians are. Do you know the Irish are very open heart, but the Brazilians are very much the same.
Mm-hmm.
Even when it's friendly, they just open the arms, give you the hug, you know, and that's sort of like a people,
Mm-hmm.
like a warm, you know. And don't get me wrong, there's also more different nationalities out there that are equally as good, you know. I'm not saying the Brazilians are the best, like, but I think it's just I've been most frequent around the Brazilians, and yeah, just most of my friends would be international, like, you know, like a lot. There's obviously have some Irish friends, yeah, of course, but the majority of my friends are not Irish.
It's interesting to hear that. It's not about friendship, but last week I was having lunch in my job with an Indian guy and another guy from Philippines. And I was thinking like, oh, if I go back now to Brazil, where I would work that I could have a lunch with two foreigners.
Yeah.
But like
in Brazil, it's like Brazilian.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You want to be Brazilian, even though if you're from another state, but it will be Brazilian.
Yeah.
But I think I like that, you know, to have international folks around, you know.
Okay. Yeah. It is nice. I think Ireland has a big gateway for a lot of a lot of people come here to work or to make money or have a new life or whatever. The circumstances are better anyway from their own country. Yeah.
I think here there are a lot of opportunities here, like to grow and start
it's like
new business.
the American dream kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
You know? If you want to. I don't really believe in the American dream, but like, because like they say like let's make America great again.
Even American dressing.
I think it's not about like the American dream, but I think it's like if you want something, your people will give us the opportunity, like to show for us to show the best of us.
Yeah.
And so that's why I saw a lot of like Brazilians and other nationalities like in great positions, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, like just like as you were saying, it's very diverse. Like even in the workplace.
Yeah.
Now in the workplace that I have now, it's mostly Irish, yeah. But And I work in warehousing. Like there's a lot of people out there that does warehousing.
Yeah.
They'll know that struggle. But I've worked in a lot of the bigger warehouses around Dublin, and there's loads of different nationalities. Like I worked in one that was like 26 different nationalities, like different countries in one building. And like back in the day, that was not a thing. Everybody was very much separated into their own little corner of the world. But like Ireland just has that. I wonder where it is in having the most nationalities in one country. I wonder what like number on the list it is. Like, you know, like number 1, 2, 3, whatever.
I think that place would be New York, Amsterdam, London. Because I was talking with an
Ireland has to be on that list.
Yeah, I was talking with an American friend, and I asked her, like, what would be the place that has more people from around the world? And she said, like, I am 100% sure that is New York City. Because, for example, you have restaurants from any parts of the world in New York.
Nice.
She said. Yeah. But she's from New York.
So she could be a little bit biased there.
But now, I don't know if in Brazil we have like all the kind of food or restaurants, you know. I don't know. Because, for example, I never ate a kebab in Brazil.
Really?
Yeah, I never. We have our own street food. You know, we call it podrão. Podrão, like, yeah. Okay. It's kind of a dirty food.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, kebabs.
It's basically like a hot dog or hamburger and everything you can put inside there.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. There is
when it comes to food, I'm like, I'll just try anything.
Yeah. My favorite street food in Brazil is like the self-service for hot dogs.
Okay.
That the guy the guy or the attendant just give you a bread with a sausage in it.
Okay.
And then we have a lot of options to put in your...
Oh, like your toppings for your pizza kind of thing?
A lot of toppings.
Okay.
A lot of like carrot. Oh, man. A lot of things.
Everything you can imagine.
Just one full carrot, one full hot dog, and you're finished.
Yeah. Sometimes, and I used to put stick potatoes, you know.
Yeah.
So, besides the bag, just to eat it later, you know, you eat the hot dogs and you eat the rest of the toppings you put. Yeah. Everybody does that. I know. Yeah. So, let's see the message we have. You good?
That's a good idea, yeah.
How you feeling, man? In your first podcast?
Feeling good.
So let's see the message and answer and questions that you sent on our YouTube.
And Twitch.
So let's start on Twitch.
Yeah. And Shiva Young Music sent it to us. It's basically the same message. Basically the same. But the big problem with doing events in Dublin is the price of space rentals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the big one problem.
That's a big problem for, like, I even have a friend that moved. He was living here for a bit, but he's from London. And for the past like year, I've been like, what's the story, bro? When you coming home, you know? And he's like, I want to, but the prices of the rental. You think he'd rather just come over and buy his own house here, so then he doesn't have to rent, like, you know?
Yeah.
He's in the position, but whatever. And a lot of people are definitely not in that position. They're trying to learn, or they're trying to work, or they have kids, or whatever their background is, and the rent is crippling them. Wow. It's as I was saying earlier, you have like, well, the rise of the homelessness has like gone over 10,000 in recent months. Just goes to show that how are we going to solve this? Is it going to be in a way that the rent is going to have to be decreased, which I very highly doubt that's going to happen because of the money that's coming from it. But then what are the government going to do for the other people? Are they going to let the taxes go down, or have the pay rise go up, or have to like pay less for certain things, or you know, it's crazy. I don't like get on a lot of politics or whatever, but like when it comes to the rental, so it's actually a joke.
Yeah.
Because if you want even hotel prices,
Yes.
even if you just want to go out, stay in a hotel, like, you're looking at like €300-400 for a night.
Yeah, it's
just,
kind of one of
sleep.
Just sleep
or whatever else you want to do in the hotel. Like, go for a swim.
No, it's very expensive to spend a weekend in Dublin. Yeah.
Like and especially then when it comes to summer or just there's a gig going on. Like let's say when the Garrett Brooks was going on, and the rooms were, let's say, £50 a night. That Garrett Brooks concert comes up, that same room for £50, triple it, quadruple it, whatever you want to do. Put loads more numbers on it, and then you're gonna be paying like £300 for that night instead of paying £50 for a normal night. Like during the weekday or whatever. Crazy.
Yeah, I hope you get that.
Unfortunately, yes, there's a lot of opportunity in Ireland. I agree, but there's a lot of downsides too. Yeah, there's pros and cons.
I think the country has to develop the countryside.
Yes.
Or other parts.
To make it more spread out, so it's not just in Dublin. Cork, it's not just in Galway.
But have to improve the transportation
infrastructure.
Yeah.
There's the word you need.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
To these subjects about the rentals, the prices, and we can add like it's too bureaucratic to do any event here. It's
some events you cannot sell. You cannot sell drinks, alcoholic drinks, and you have to have
licenses.
A license.
Yeah, there's a lot. Actually, I made a gig recently in the Chelsea Drug Store. It's on Georgia Street, and we it was on a Tuesday, so it's okay. It's okay to try and do it, but because we can't get anything booked for a weekend, everything's booked out for months. But we decided to give it a shot there, and in the Tuesday, and I went down on the Monday on my bike with some lights to prepare for the next day, and I think there was something got with the licenses. They couldn't sell alcohol after 12 o'clock or something, and we were expecting to stay open until at least 1:30, and they shut everything down at 12. Like everybody has to be outside to go home at 12. Like, where's the room for the little people? You know, well, like we're only starting out making our nights to try and like have some fun and to make people have a bit of fun, and then we're getting shut down for making business. It's crazy. And then there's other licenses and stuff. The laws in this country, they're so old. That's the problem. Is they're really old. Constitutional. I don't know the laws.
I can't say the same about mine.
But you look at the likes of
our constitution is gonna turn 34 years. Yeah, the 88 constitution. Our constitution, the last one that you follow now. It was written in 1988. Yeah, when I was born. 1000.
84?
No, 88.
Oh, 88. Okay, so you're 34. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 34.
Yeah, 34 years young.
Yes, 34 years young. Oh, I start saying that. I'm gonna start saying that. Like, no, years old, years young.
Yeah, years young.
That's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Boo.
Every day is a school day. Every day is a school day.
Yeah, especially on Talkeando.
Yes, always. So let me see more messages here. Kian Devoy. Is it? Gav the man.
What's the story?
Yeah, what's the story? How do I say this name? The second one.
I'm not even gonna pronounce that.
Let me try.
Oh, that was Keith.
Elisaveta.
That was Keith Butler. That was my friend.
Elisaveta. Oh yeah, Elisaveta. Go.
Where do you want me to go?
Kate Butler.
Keith.
Well, Keith. It is Irish name.
That's my friend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Keith. Well done, Gav.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate it.
Yeah, Shiva on Music. Sunday, see you guys at Fibers.
Hey, Fibers, Soul Night.
Soul Night. Yeah, are you playing that?
I'm not playing, but I support the boys.
Okay.
Yeah, a really, really good night down at Fibers.
So what's your next?
They have an amazing, amazing sound system.
Sound system, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that team, they invest a lot in the quality.
Oh, quality over quantity every time. It's like with this. Instead of giving me like 20 bags, I just want one that has like a really nice one that's really nice. That's what I want to do with my music when I'm doing the production. Is I'd rather do quality, take time instead of going, oh, here's 10 tracks. I'd rather give you 2 tracks that are really, really nice.
Yeah,
or even DJing or whatever. It's always quality over quantity.
Nice. Hey, that's it. And when your next gig?
I don't have any bookings for now.
No.
I'm actually taking time to sort out my personal life for a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
I've been very active I've been very grateful to be able to have the opportunities that I have had over the past couple of months, because I've only been gigging live from February this year, so I'm not even a year in front of people. So it's been busy, but I'm trying to take that time to kind of sort some personal stuff out.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Have your head clean.
Yeah, clean out the head before going back to the business. But it's kind of a balance.
Yes.
Balance is the key for everything.
Yeah.
And like it's like the yin and the yang.
Yeah, yin
yang.
Yin yang. I think we are done with the message here. Bro, is there any question that I didn't ask, but you would like to ask to answer? I mean, sorry.
That one was a little bit backwards. So is there any questions that I want to ask you?
Yeah. No, you want to answer that I didn't ask it to. I didn't know how to say.
One second, I'll just
it's so much easier in Portuguese.
It's so much easier in Portuguese.
One second, I'll just jump over and I'll jump in your head and I'm like, yeah, there's the questions that you need.
Yeah. Is there any question I didn't do, but you would like to answer?
You said that correctly.
Thank you.
I'm not too sure actually. All of that for nothing. It's okay. You're learning.
Learning.
The language can change, but the reaction is always the same.
It's always the same.
Yeah.
And we love it.
Yeah.
No, this is one thing that I do when I learn when I meet someone that has a different nationality. So do you know the way we say cheers? It's a pretty kind of like a bilingual thing. Like you know, I always like to get cheers in the other language. And like to put it into my head. Sometimes I need to write them down because I forget about them. But like always, like because in the party scene, you meet a lot of different people. So the thing that I do to kind of like, hey, I support you. It's like, how do you say cheers in your language? And then like I'd have like obviously cheers, sláinte, nashovia, just saúde.
Saúde.
Saúde?
Saúde.
Oh, nobody said this to me. Saúde.
Yes.
There's me going, je. No, it's not je. Okay. Then I don't remember the ones right now. But yeah. I just went around a little circle for no reason.
Oh, man. Bro, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Before the ending, we have
another one?
One. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Cool, let me see. Let me hear.
Nice.
You can. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, Shiva Yom. Gav, what do you think of the music scene with so many Brazilian DJs in Dublin?
Hard to enter. So it's amazing, and I love people sharing their love. But my God, there's a lot of Brazilians. I have a lot of love for Brazilians, you know, because I've actually got some gigs from Brazilians, and where it's kind of a thing where it's like a section of their own. You know, like if I was to make a night, half of them would be Brazilian to come. You know, so it's like there's a lot of Irish out there. Well, just as many. I'd say there's like for every 5 Irish people, there's 1 Brazilian people, at least.
Yeah,
at least.
We run Dublin. So guys,
now we can run Dublin. You're doing nothing.
Bro, thank you so much, man. It was a very pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, pleasure to be here, of course.
And yeah, so I hope to have you here again soon.
You should go and follow my stuff on Gavin Gallagher.
Oh yeah. Tell your where we can find you and hire you to.
Mainly on Instagram, Gallagher.dj, GALLCHOIR.dj.
Cool.
And then that on everything else. I seen the podcast that you did before. I can't remember who it was. I was with the history dude, and you said Talkeando Podcast on YouTube, Talkeando Podcast.
I was Ross
for everything. It was funny.
Man, thank you so much again.
Thank you for having me.
So guys, Pupiling.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Cheers,
bakers.
Guys, thank you so much for watching until here. We are back on next Tuesday. Actually, I don't remember the next one. I think it's the Bragadeiros. The girls who run the Bragadeiros.
I'll take a look. Just a second.
Never mind.
So organized.
Yeah. So while Pupilim is watching the next episode, I would like to appreciate again our support, our sponsor, D Black Specialty Coffees. Once again, would like to get your coffee, just go to www.dblack.ie and use our coupon Talkeando and get 10% off discount in your buying. Anything else, Pili?
No, that's just it.
Just it. Thank you so much again, bro.
Thank you.
I would say I was about to say irmão. It's brother in Portuguese.
Irmão.
So thank you so much, guys, for watching us here. This was Talkeando Podcast. Faith in God and in the children and in the kids. I mean, and that's it.
And from the Irish, obrigado.
Yeah. Thank you. Obrigado, man.
Thank you.
See you all next Thursday and enjoy your weekend. This was Talkeando Podcast. See you. Bye. Good